All right. How's everybody doing? This is gonna be, I hope, fun. But I think everybody's a bit nervous about it. So thanks for coming. Today, I'm racing with the VAC again. We're gonna be doing 2 races, I believe, although I'm actually not even sure the length of the 2 races right now, but 2 races at Hockenheim in the 1930s Grand Prix cars that I love so much. But it's going to be a survival race. I think there's a reason these cars are not raced online extremely often, is my main takeaway so far from practice. So bit of a survival race, but I got an hour of practice still until the qualifying, which is also an hour. So it's going to be quite a little while to the race. But that'll be good. I can do some laps and just concentrate on making sure I can drive the car for a full race distance. I think it's going to be 13 or 14 laps each race, which is about a half hour. So they're not extremely long races or anything, but it's so difficult around here. We'll open the sim. So this is the practice session I'm in right now, and I've been able to get down to the 210s, not consistently though. 211s I think I could maybe do consistently after we practice here, but there's 2 cars today, so there's 2 specific cars that are racing. We've got the Type C, which you're all familiar with. Pop this away. There's one of the guys practicing right now. Who is this? The movie. And you can see we've got some interesting paint schemes. Yeah, Chris, the music I've added in. It's a nice little jaunty song. I think fits the time period. It's the U.S. Marine Band, True to the Flag. I used it in one of the videos I did. Yeah, but we got this Auto Union Type C. We've got custom paint schemes, and some of them are, for somebody who likes history, they're a little outrageous. But you know, it's fun to have different paint schemes. Here you can see a bright purple Auto Union as well, right ahead of him, which is fun. So we have the Type C, and then we've got the 125. Ooh, we're stuck behind a tree for a second. And here's a bright pink 125. Oh, we've got some damage on the front too. I think this is Machina, who's one of the quickest so far. So the 125 is so difficult to race that I originally wanted to use that car, but it's just like, it's so hard to keep on the track. I think it's the faster of the 2 cars, but it will take a lot of patience and practice to go around the track with that. So I think there's a few guys actually signed up with the 125, so it'll be, I don't think it's an even split. I think by far, like myself, most folks have gone with the Type C, but I think there'll be a few 125s in there, which is good. So, all right, I want to get out and do some practice. Of course, I lucked out and scored a white one, Type C, so at least my car will be somewhat realistic looking. Bright white one though. Setup wise, folks been playing with setups. I've tried out a couple things, but honestly, it's more just making sure you can get around the course consistently that I think is going to matter here. So not too worried about the setup, but let's go out, do a couple laps. Almost quit the sim there. And I'm parked inside another car. Hey KO, how was the OAO today? I want to join another one of the OAO races too, but hopefully that league is going well this season. Of course, I got stuff up on the screen. I want to make sure I know what's happening around me. But yeah, 4 gears, and it's all about your right foot and making sure you can control the car. And it's even hard to get around on the straightaways. You can see how bumpy it is. It throws the car all over the place. I have the tires up. I don't know if tire wear is going to be an issue overall. I think it'll take us about the full tank of fuel actually to do this race as well. But the left rear tire gets so hot around this part of the circuit. I'll break down a second for the Oscurva. And of course, 1930s cars, you gotta take it so slow through any corner, and the stadium section is so hard in these. It's like tiptoeing in first gear. Oh, Ryder, are you, Mark, are you racing today? I didn't actually see who signed up. I know a few folks who I know have signed up, which is cool. All right, braking marker for the turn into the stadium section is non-existent. You just kind of have to guess or brake a little bit before the boards on the right. Down to first gear. I've been trying to shift up to second a little early just to get nice drive off. Thanks, Surprise. You. Oh, see, already off the track. Gonna have to definitely keep a count today of the amount of times I've gone off the track. But that was, how fast was I going into that corner? Maybe 70? Can't take it, the bicycle tires on these things. Yeah, I mean, both cars definitely have tire wear. I think the Auto Union is definitely the easier. Yeah, donation equals mistake. The Type C here is easier to drive. It's much more balanced, and it actually can corner despite my little mistake there. I'm trying out second gear for the first turn, just backing it up a ton, trying to capitalize the exit. There we go. Yeah, I did catch the Formula One this morning. Exciting stuff. I heard Max Verstappen is world champion this year, so that's exciting. All right, flat out here. Seems like I can get it for the first half of the straightaway. I'm trying to keep it to the inside because there's bumps across the whole track, but then we get to here. The car likes to spit out wide on that patch. It flattens out for a second and brakes super early for the Ost curve. Down a second. Just dance the car and hopefully make the corner. If you miss the braking, there's no saving the car. It just is gonna go off the circuit, so that's what we get. Right. I'll have to see. I just want to concentrate on doing consistent laps so I can actually make it to the end of the race. I have a feeling, kind of my normal strategy, but I have a feeling there'll be some attrition during this one. Oh my god. Not starting well. Well, I've got a clutch and the H pattern and everything here, so yeah, no paddles. I mean, I do have paddles on the wheel, but I don't use them for this. I'm interested to see if anybody actually blows the stadium entry at some point, because it's not unrealistic that you'll spit out onto the other half of this course up here. Got 3 pedals, but only 2 feet to push it. It gets confusing. Yeah, that spin is just because I didn't get down to first. I got to get down to first to get the car to slow down. Engine braking's a big thing, of course. It's the apex into turn 1. This is going to be probably the hardest race I've ever done. Okay, I've got the heel in tow, don't worry. There's no driving these cars without heel in tow. Gotta balance or match the revs on downshift. Sideways there. The bumps really make this part difficult. Really redline the car. Been trying to, basically there's only 3 settings for the gearbox as far as the gear ranges to use. And this one feels the best, although I'm really topping out in 4th gear there. Second. But I don't think Slipstream, if I could follow another car without bouncing all over the place, I don't think it's worth that much. Although I don't know, I haven't really been racing anybody else around here just yet. Yeah, it's just 2 cars in the race. We got the Auto Union C-Type and the Mercedes-Benz 125. This is Gary's Auto Union C. Probably the best pre-war car for Assetto Corsa. Yeah, this is, we're still in practice right now, so that's way too early, I think. There we go. So, qualifying will begin in about 45 minutes, and then the race an hour after that. So we still got quite a while till the race. Races, I'll say. Balance the car around the corners. It feels so slow. I don't think I'm going that much slower than anybody else through there. It's just the nature of the cars. Short shift there, but all you do is wheel spin in first gear, so yeah, it's a very bumpy track for sure. Gary makes the best models. I want him to do more of the old cars, just kind of a smattering of whatever he feels like, which I'm fine with, but we need more pre-war cars, older Grand Prix cars and things. I'm gonna pass one car here, 2.5, bright red one. Oh man. If you catch one of those bumps just the wrong way and get on the accelerator, you'll just get a bunch of wheel spin and can easily spin the car off. I'm sure it'll happen at some point, hopefully only during practice. Yeah, maybe it was you, Grayson, but somebody was asking me about if there's a Marmon Wasp or anything, and I don't think there's ever been a car mod for the Marmon Wasp, but it's the first car that won the Indy 500. It's pretty surprising that nobody's ever modeled it for anything. Pretty famous car, at least in the US. First gear here. Yeah, I think it's first gear pretty much through the whole stadium. Feel like a little slow on the accelerator. I'm wondering if a short shift more there, that'll help. That wasn't even a good lap. That was a 2:14. But it was a successful lap with no spins, so it's honestly the most you could hope for. Sticking to that inside, like I was saying, just because there's a lot of bumps out here. I slide wide, catch the car, left rear, it's crying. Really gets you up here. You just can't put as much weight on the left rear up here. Locked up the tires just a little bit going to the house curve. Caught the oversteer. Sometimes you can catch the real big oversteers, sometimes you can't. I'm trying to spot the braking here. kind of braking as if there was a fourth marker on the course there. There's only 3, but you kind of need one like 100 meters before that first one. Our feels pretty good. I mean, it's as good as it can feel, I think. As I say that, into a crazy oversteer. There goes a car running wide to the left. Getting dark here now in the sim. Not a very quick lap either, down. Oh, I got full fuel. I gotta remember that right now. I did put in full fuel, so once it gets to qualifying, I'll lower the fuel. I mean, this car, you're either oversteering or you're understeering. There's really not a middle ground. If you're understeering, it's because you didn't put throttle in it, and if you put throttle in it, you're oversteering. So you're just kind of constantly correcting. It's tough to do smooth driving here. Close to going off the track. Look at that black hatch back there. It's actually pretty smooth, so it can help you turn right at the spot where it's needed most. Slide the car through the OS curve. It would be pretty impressive to watch cars through there. I figure at some point in the practice I'll take a break so that I'm not constantly driving for 3 hours today, but we'll park the camera over at the OS curve and watch people try to make it through there successfully. I think spectating this race might be just as fun as participating in it today. Of course, I just did the video on Hockenheim's layout, so this layout wouldn't have been raced. The stadium section didn't appear until the late 60s, but I don't know if the old Hockenheim would have been really any easier. That had more fast corners, fast approaching corners than this version does. So at least with this one, you really only have the OS curve and then the stadium entry to make sure you nail, or else you're gonna end the race very quickly. There's a 213, not too bad with full fuel. Just almost nipped the dirt on the left side there. I didn't know Jackie X would have driven the Type C for a show or something. Historic Grand Prix. Pretty interesting to see. I'm sure you absolutely baby this thing if you're going to take it out in real life. I don't think anybody would trust, never mind how hard the car is to drive, but how old it is. Doesn't seem unlikely that suspension might be a little weaker than it was 90 years ago at this point. Stutter there. Hopeful the performance is good. I did do a quick test with AI, but there's going to be probably about 30 people in here today, which is the other reason that this is going to be an insane race. So I did a quick test with 30 AI cars, and I think it went all right. Seemed like I could handle it, so hopefully it all works out. See that? Smooth. Nice, smooth slide. It's about as smooth as this car gets. Understeer, and we're gonna oversteer. Second there for a second. I don't know about that. This corner is so difficult. It's too long for this car. Entry is weird. I'm gonna miss the apex in the final turn. Actually thinking this lap might have been all right. It was a 212. That's good. Might have gone a little too hot into T1. Gather it up. Just catch it in third gear. Yesterday they have a different setup for qualifying. So cars, I would say before the 1960s, even in the 1960s, setups were not like they were today. There were some key things that they changed on the cars, like gearing, right to the outside, especially in the 60s, gearing, but you wouldn't make these wholesale changes like we do in Sims. You kind of showed up with a car, you might change a couple things. You might change a couple things, you know, in the garage, but very famous, Jim Clark, you know, we're talking 60s, so it's quite different than the 30s, but Jim Clark famously really didn't want his car changed at all. He kind of just learned how it rode, and there was one specific race where I feel like it maybe was a toe change. I think it's quite famous, so somebody might know, but they made a toe change, and he went out and he ended up winning the race, and after the race he said, I want it back to the way it was. I didn't like it. Put it back to how it is. No, I don't think I'll be the, I'm never the fastest. That's not in my blood, I guess, but yeah, I'm hoping I can keep the car on the circuit today and pick up some spots because of that. And hopefully, like always, my main thing is just want to have some good duels with somebody. We had an Indy a few weeks ago. That was a lot of fun in the 50s cars, so hopeful for more of the same. We'll see. Here. I left the pedal display on so folks can see. A lot of it, you're just pedaling the car around. There's a lot of 50% three-quarter throttle stuff. This part you can run pretty much flat out, but once we get up here, I'll have to let off a little bit to make sure we don't slide wide. I have tried arching this corner a little differently. It probably looks like I'm doing it wrong, sticking to the inside, but the inside's far less bumpy than the outside. Right, we got a couple slower cars here. Passing, that's going to be the other big thing, my God. Oversteer there for a second. And there is, there's damage on, I think that's the only thing that's not super realistic. It just disappeared in front of me. I think they got it on about 60% damage, which is still plenty to ruin a race if you crash. But if I do, you know, hit another car slightly or bump into the barrier, you should hopefully be able to keep going without too much damage or anything. Around Yedo here. Brave soul taking the 125. All right, so things are, I'm pretty into how the car's feeling right now. Seems like I'm able to at least get it around the track somewhat successfully. I'll probably throw it off here now that I've said that. Now there's no full course caution or anything like that for them. So if cars crash, you'll get I think the yellow flag that appears on screen will be behind my head in the stream, but there's a little yellow flag icon that appears. Right up to the edge of the track. That patch saves me every time, though. And the secret, at least in my opinion, how to drive these cars successfully is to do, you know, you always hear about you're supposed to brake in a straight line before you get the car slowed down to turn. Well, you have to, in my opinion, you have to honor that in these cars. You have to get all your braking and slow down to entry speed before you start turning at all. Once you start turning, you almost immediately want to get on the throttle. So hopefully I can model that for you here. We'll come down, start braking plenty early, get down the gears kind of aggressively so that it slows the car down. We get down to first, now we'll turn in. You'll see I'll start adding some throttle here. Not much, just a little bit. That helps turn the car. You can't trail brake in these cars. And I see folks try to do that because it's a very common technique for modern cars that have downforce or actual tires on them. But it just doesn't work in these cars. From my experience, some folks might be able to tune the car away that they can, but really have to do all your braking straight line, use the torque of the engine and the differential to help turn the car. Power slide there. That was nice. Slide wide. Gotta pitch the car right, but you can see that left rear heating up. It's bright red. Hope it doesn't pop at some point. That would be not nice. It doesn't appear to wear much at all, so. Sliding there. This corner actually, cost curve is interesting. The apex is in a weird spot. It's a little later than you'd think it is, so it's quite easy to slide wide halfway through the corner. I don't know if this is exciting or terrifying. I'm a little scared for this race. I just hope I can actually get through it like I'm doing now, just turning some laps. But yeah, some of the guys, I saw a few folks down to the 2:08 lap time wise. I have to imagine that's on low fuel. I'm still got quite a lot of fuel in the car, but I don't think I'll be doing a 2:08, so God bless him. Oh, too much. All right. I'm gonna park it in the pit lane for a couple minutes here. A successful first part of practice, I think. I don't know, there's really nothing I would change about the car. Might try to go out and do a low fuel run just to see how that feels. But, oh man, it's a workout. I'm gonna definitely be sweating by the end of this one. Luckily it's really nice in Boston here today. Alright. Where my stall would jump out. So let's take a look at where things are at right now, leaderboard wise. Hopefully the stream and everything looks good. Alright, so let's see. So far in this practice session, I'm in 7th. I was running full fuel there, so I got down to 212.3. I think I did a few laps there in the 212s, which I feel like is a respectable race pace. Hopefully. Hopefully a good race pace. My face would be better on this side. Let's see. So hopefully the 212s are good race pace. Let's go see how everybody's doing with the old Ost curve. Quick flight up there. Yeah, so coming up on the track here, this patch saves your life every time. I'm interested to see somebody enter too. Because by this point, you're just about to run wide here. And so the patch itself, I can hear a car coming. Go. Yeah, gonna slide out wide. Gets the patch, keeps him in there. A bright pink Auto Union C-type. Lovely. Oh my god. Some people. It'll be nice that everybody has different skins, I guess, but wow, so sideways. It's good stuff. It's fun to watch the cars even, which is honestly, in my opinion, kind of rare in Sims. Such a good angle to view from. Here comes a bright pink 125. Oh, it's gonna run wide. You make it? Surprising. Surprising. You can run wide here and make it. Let's go down to the Ost curve. I'm interested in where other people are braking for it, but I think this is where yeah, this is Sergio Loro's track. I think that 125 was in the grass. I don't know how he made it. How did I get here to watch the car? So I have free cam enabled in Assetto Corsa. So I think it's a setting. If you search it there for free cam, it's just a setting in the INI file. Hey, salary man. Thank you so much, man. Haven't donated or been around in a while, but nice to see you. Yeah, I hope you're not getting too much snow today up there in Canada. I can't imagine. It's finally spring in Boston, so finally spring in Boston, so I think the snow is behind us, but doesn't sound like it's the same for you, fortunately. But thank you so much. Good to have you here. I finally go to the Ost curve and nobody's practicing anymore. Everybody in the server? Maybe everybody left. Oh, I wonder if the race server is starting. Let me talk to the guys. Ah, okay. I'm like, what happened? Am I the only one still in here? Thanks, Narwhal. All right, let me get the next server going. Everybody abandoned me. They don't like me anymore. All right. So I think there's still 25 minutes or so left of practice, and then we'll get to a qualifying. Then twin races. Be good. There we go. Which we got 22 minutes left in practice. You can see top left. I'm gonna go see. I do want to watch a couple cars go around the Ost curve because I think it's ooh, we're catching one. Here you go. So cool. Nice blue 125, number 2 on the side. Truck right in the way. You made it. You made it. Just barely. This would be the place if you were a fan, though. This would be the best place to sit, especially for cars like this. But even back in the day, I mean, this is where all the action would have happened, right around the Ost curve. So hopefully the noise in the background's not too bad. I do got my window open, so trucks and cars and all that stuff going by. Of course, now again, there's still there we go. It almost looks like everybody's babying it around here because you kind of have to on faster corners. It's not possible to really throw it in. But we'll see. I don't know if anybody will run wide. You'll be famous for doing so. Proper colored car, I think, for once. Here comes the blue one again. Such cool looking cars. All right, so should test qualifying setup, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna be extremely quick. But we'll see how far I get on 40 lead. I think I pretty much need full fuel for the race, so we'll have to see. The music here. Just wheel spin the whole time in first gear. Oh. Of course, I'm going to throw it off in the first corner. Just did, 30 minutes of practice without throwing the car off the track, and there we go. First corner. I hit something in the pit exit earlier, which was pretty funny too. Pulling out of my pit stall, there's some solid object there. It's still practice, not quali yet. Got about 20 minutes till quali starts. That'll be an hour open session in the classic format for Grand Prix racing. The Ost curve. I don't want to be the guy. Oh, a little fast. Feels so satisfying to punch the gas in a few spots once you finally get the car straight. Better to feed it on, but once you do get it straight, you do have a second there where you can kind of punch it. The raw horsepower in these cars is amazing. Racing Narwhal, who one of the guys I raced in the race last or 2 weeks ago at Indy. Oh, oversteer there. Still the outlap. Almost died twice. Pretty par for the course in these things. Car's actually harder to handle on low fuel, to be honest, than it is on low fuel. Or on full fuel. Short shift there. It's just so much easier to get the power down. And then use the whole track. That's the proper line. Running wide, understeering. I gotta feather the throttle this time. Didn't get that line right. Bearing down to second. Early on the brakes. It seems kind of random. Sometimes I'm braking at what I feel like is the same point, but I think it's really... Oh, there we go. I'm gonna do it. Into the fence. Oh, man. See, it seems like everything's going all right for a second, and then you do something like that. Always perfect, but it's still practice, so no big issue. No big issue there. Go back out. Did want to set a lap on low fuel. Yeah, I hit this building on the right, pulling out of the pits earlier. I had like the first pit stall, and it was a great moment. If you don't get that entry right and get on the throttle, you'll just understeer off. I bet if I went through the OS curve and didn't hit the throttle at all, the car would just go slowly straight off the track. It's a great trait. Not exactly the best thing you want. On the brakes there, I think. It's going to slow down. First gear through all this. We'd be quite aggressive on those curbs. I don't know if you'd call them curves. Basically, extra runoff, full lock in. Really get a good line through the final corner at all. Whoa. Too much through T1. Got another car spun out ahead. It's gonna be a lot of dodging cars, I think. Yeah, I can't wait till Grand Prix Legends 37 mod comes out. I've seen a bunch of teaser shots, screenshots over the years. I know it's not that far off from being done, but PL time is a little bit different. I do appreciate how the Grand Prix Legends folks make it all perfect when it comes out. The mods very rarely need like a patch or anything. It's very well tested and designed, but it's a long time for stuff to come out for GPL. It'd be nice. I mean, there's a lot of pre-war tracks for Grand Prix Legends as well. Obviously, the Hockenheim 1932 version that I did a video on. There's a Donington 37 track. Of course, some of the stock tracks are fine for it, like the Nürburgring. So maybe you could do the full season. Or, I mean, the full season only had 6 races, but the important non-championship ones as well. God, missed the final corner there, or the corner into the stadium. Easy to do. I guarantee somebody's gonna fly it off there into the stadium and into the other side of the stadium section. Speaking from experience, it might have happened to me. Side by side here. Oh God. There we go. That's how you make a pass and then scare the guy you passed. All right. Smoke screen him as I go past. It's the right way to do it. You want to get an angle on the car here so that it's kind of a slide through the corner. But yeah, like that, you can keep it tidy on the inside. A little easier to do with low fuel like I have now. Fast here, I think. Low fuel warning. I think gives me about 1 more lap of fuel. Pretty sure we won't have to pit during the race, but we'll see. Oversteering the whole entry. If I didn't hit the grass there, I would have actually stuck that. Yeah, I think I got 1 lap left in fuel, so see if I can actually do a quali sim here. Might not give you much faith for myself in the race, but I can back off a little bit and ride around. That's what I did in the practice earlier. I want to try to push right now, get a quali lap in. It's just healthy wheel spin off the first turn. Slide it, but understeering there. Really just the left rear which eats up. Backing up the brakes a little bit, went in a little hot. Ooh. Almost had a tank slapper there. Kind of did, but I caught it. Yeah, I don't know how many folks know, but Auto Union was kind of a conglomerate company that was put together, and Porsche, the original Porsche, actually I don't know his first name, but he was one of the lead designers, and you know, Porsche's whole thing is mid-engine, So it kind of makes sense that Auto Union went that route. I think he was really instrumental in bringing this car, this series of type Auto Union type cars around. Just slowly ease it around. We got a nice military spec Auto Union in front. A British racing green, maybe. Like the best of done the stadium section. Whoa, I'm 10.5. It's the best lap I think I've done so far. I think I did a 110 the other day, but okay. I'm feeling a little better about quali then. Maybe I won't be the slowest driver out here today, but man, these cars are hard. It's gonna be a long race session. Ooh, gotta squeeze him off, but all right. So about 6 minutes left in practice, so we'll wait for quali. Yeah, I think a 110 is respectable. I mean, it's the quickest time right now. I know cars can get down to the 109s and 209s and 2.8s. So it's yeah, it's not too bad. Lost a lot in sector 2. But man, oh man. Appreciate everybody coming in today. I know there's a lot going on right now. I'm very excited. I mean, this weekend's a great racing weekend. I mean, we have the start of Formula 1, which is always welcome. Makes IndyCar feel even more irrelevant. But that'll start up in a few weeks too. But yeah, Formula 1, obviously qualifying this morning was pretty exciting. And then we got NASCAR on the dirt, which I'm personally very excited for. I know probably not a lot of folks watching, maybe NASCAR fans, but that's going to be just from the practice. I watched some of the practice yesterday. It's going to be a really interesting, I think a really interesting race. I mean, the cars move around so much, it's kind of fun to watch them even in practice. So cars struggle through turn 1 maybe. But yeah, I think watching NASCAR as a truck race today, I think probably right after the stream ends. And then I think there's also NASCAR qualifying. Yeah, MotoGP as well, Michael, you're right. I gotta get more into bike racing. I just watched, something popped up on my YouTube the other day to watch the finish of the Daytona 200, which is a motorbike race around the Daytona road course, which is nuts in a motorcycle. I think if you're, I mean, obviously, you're on a motorcycle racing around the banking. It's the same track as the sports car course, so they're racing around the banking on motorcycles. Insane. And I know they've been doing it for a long time. I've known about it for a long time, but yeah, the race this year, there's a clip up on YouTube of the finish of it. If you like motorcycle racing at all, go check that out, because the finish was nuts. The last lap especially. Good stuff. Yeah, MotoGP, I'll try to catch that race at some point. It's not as easy to find in the US, I don't, for some reason, unless I think it's on NBC, isn't it? But it's at weird hours or something. Not live, maybe. All right, so we got about 3 minutes. I'm gonna take a quick break, but I'll be right back, and then we'll get going for qualifying. right, all right. What are we all talking about? I just saw the last couple messages in the chat, and it looks very grim. All right, just a minute left. I want to ask the guys that are racing what they think about fuel overall. Are you guys going with full fuel pretty much? Get in some details. Ah, okay. They're saying 100 lap or 100 liters will probably be enough for the whole race. 120 liters. All right, thanks. I was gonna go with 200 liters, which obviously slowed me down a little. All right, so it looks like for the race we'll be able to do like 130, which will be good. And then yeah, for qualifying maybe we could do 30. So yeah, great indoors. I mean, it does handle better with more fuel, but it is, I don't know, it's not that important. I'll probably put like 150 liters in and call it a day. I think the last thing, or the thing I'm most fearful of all the time, is running out of fuel like right at the end of a race after you've done all the work to get to the end. It seems like the silliest reason to gain an advantage would be to like cut it close on fuel. Unless you do it, you got to do a lot of testing to make sure that you've driven, you know, the right way, and then you know exactly how much fuel it takes to get to a distance before taking somebody's word for it. Car sliding off there. Just not worth the risk in my opinion. All right, so we're gonna go into qualifying here. It's 1 hour. Hopefully I can get out and turn on a good lap pretty early. See, if I get into the 210s, I'll be pretty happy with that. But getting that 210.5, I'm now want to get a 209. We'll see. But it was third in practice, which is not too bad. I think there's going to be a pretty big field spread, so we'll likely be somewhere in the... Yeah, Hockenheim used to be a track that cars in real life would run out of fuel at quite often. Like a bunch of races that happened in, which for a fan too, that's just like the worst thing. I used to hate that at the end of the Indy 500. Felt like for a few years there was always a car running out of gas. Robbie Gordon comes to mind. That's just infuriating. Yeah, Monaco in '82. Yeah, there's a lot of races like that. I mean, it's exciting if it's different, but it's like a silly reason for somebody to lose a race, to run out of fuel with 1 lap to go. It's like, no, I don't know. Especially if there is a series without refueling and they run out of fuel, that sucks. Really, driver's fault. All right, we got 40 seconds till quali. I still have my testing set up on. Giving away my details here on setup, but yeah, I mean, this setup's mostly borrowed from Good Smile, who I don't believe is actually driving today, but they had done a setup and posted it in the VAC Discord. Oh, and I should say, I mean, if anybody enjoys this type of racing, I got the link in the description to VAC's Discord, and you can go on there and sign up. They race a few times a week. Every Saturday and Sunday they do something like this, random car, random track. They usually do sprint races on Saturdays, and then on Sunday they do like a longer race, and then they have some other stuff throughout the week. And anyways, you can go on their Discord. They have some instructions on they require some information, so make sure you include that, but then you can go race cool stuff with them. All right, everybody's gonna run out on track. I'm gonna give it a second. let everybody run through. What do you mean, James? You're still here? Hope you're still here. I appreciate everybody joining today. Thanks, Kieran. Glad you like my videos. Been having a lot of fun with YouTube lately. A lot of fun stuff happening. All right, so let's go out and see if I can turn a competitive lap. We'll see. AJ, no worries about your English. It's better than any other language that I speak. But appreciate you joining. Yeah, and I think overall goal today is to finish, especially race 1. If I do really well in race 1 for some reason, then maybe I'll try a little harder, or do it differently. Not try harder, but do a little differently in race 2. But yeah, main goal is to survive, because these cars are insane. But right now, we can be a little more reckless, try to set a quick lap. Got an hour, which goes by really quick, at least when you're driving. Feels like a lot of time, but got 1 hour to try to set a decent qualifying time. I suspect, I didn't ask, but I suspect there's probably a field or inversion for race 2 in the starting grid. Some of the random, top finishers will be inverted for grid 2. So this is all about race 1 starting position. See how I can do here. Don't Rouen my lap. Yeah. On track. Although these, man, I hope nobody ever does a race with these cars around Rouen, because I would probably have to try that, and it would be kind of terrible. Slow down for the stadium. Not pushing too hard on the outlap here. The 58 cars were hard enough around Rouen. Can you imagine trying to get this thing slowed down for the hairpin? It would just be, it would be so much work. Borderline not fun. Luckily, they didn't start racing at Rouen until the 50s, so cars were much different by then. Alright, come start a lap. Ugh. Spun the wheels in second gear. Gotta get around this first lap decently quick. Could have 3 or 4 laps, I think, on the fuel that I put in. Be able to get a fair number of runs here. A little late coming up to 4th gear. Hugging that inside line. 185 miles an hour, 186, 87. It's insane. Basically in a bomb of a car if you were to crash. A little late on the, or a little early on the apex. Through Ostkurve. He's quoting Mary Walker. The car's not on fire yet, so everything's fine with it, according to his logic. Come down in stadium section here. First gear, a little fast on the entry there. Hopefully didn't run wide or anything. so slow through here, guiding the car through, tiptoeing really, never even hit full throttle anywhere there. Oh no, thought I was gonna be able to slide it out of that. Try not to ruin the next lap too. Back on the circuit. This is gonna compromise the next lap. Let's see. Much oversteer on throttle there. Use all the curving through turn 1. Spin the wheels through the second gear. The top gear setting for this car, you can do apparently a 222 mile an hour gear setting, something you'd want to use at like Avis, but I don't think you would hit that around here. So this is the second highest. I mean, tops out, but I think it's the better option, especially for a quali. But it changes the whole stack, so you'd have to relearn which gear to be in every corner if I changed it. You can pretty much thank for the invention of everything about modern cars when driving this. Everything about a modern car is better than this. I mean, this engine has a lot of horsepower, but it's not even a very efficient engine at doing that. So the engine power, how it comes on, the brakes, the tires obviously being a big one. Downforce said that this car actually creates lift at high speeds, which is great. Definitely what you want. Try to tiptoe it. Oh, come on. Oh, ruin that lap. All right, I gotta reset. Man, I was so close there. I don't think that was an especially good lap either, though. Okay, we got 52 minutes. No need to worry. Figure out this mic stand. Need to get one of... Jimmy's got one of those attractive headsets. I gotta get one of those. I saw somebody this morning posted a screenshot. They were playing a chariot racing simulator. I might have to check out. Be a good April Fool's. The real old school racing, the original racing, chariot racing. There's like a VR game that actually looks pretty interesting, but it's I think it's VR only. No, this one's not motorcycles or anything. It's like ancient Roman horse and chariots. Why did I... No fifth gear in this car. Yeah, horse racing... I don't know if you could ever make like a... I mean, I have no idea what goes into being a jockey, but something tells me it's a lot about the horse. Go get some of those mobile games that allow you to breed your own fictional horses and bet on them. Oversteer. Use this little runoff lane, the correct line. No, not like a VR headset, like a microphone one. Make it much easier than this boom mic. All right, we're on a quali lap now. Games are over. Oh no. Yeah, just straight understeer there. I didn't get back on the throttle soon enough, but I was going too fast to do that. Just take all the vegetation with us. Clean off these tires. Man, I practiced for an hour, going off only a couple times, and now we get to quali and it's like first corner and I'm off. Got Narwhal coming up behind me too. I don't want to slow him up. I can get off the track maybe. Oh, come on. Hopefully I didn't slow him up. We'll see. Somebody should make a chariot for Assetto Corsa. I'll try that out. Ooh, ran really deep there into the braking zone. Yeah, I think I'm losing all of my time in Ostkirk if I'm, I think I can go actually quite a bit deeper than I am and cut in towards the exit. So the corner is actually a lot like the Parabolica at Monza, but with banking. First gear, get into the corner. Alright, I'll give Narwhal a little space in front of me. I got Woody Mace behind me too. Hopefully I can put a lap together here. Gotta get on the board. First, miss the apex of T1, of course. Inside. Interesting, Narwhal's taking the outside line. Different car. Maybe he's not. He's just out there by accident. Had to let up in the middle there. It wasn't the best. I've done that. Gotta get right up to the outside of the track. The speed up if I can. See, that felt like a better entry. A little faster overall. Gonna Narwhal a bit. Hopefully he gets the stadium section good. A little slow coming in. The 125 is a hard car to drive. It's definitely better on the straightaways. At least for my limited driving experience. Who's gonna let me go? Thanks, buddy. Oh, slide right in front of him. A lot of oversteer there. Nice on the line. Oversteer, understeer, oversteer. If I can do another lap, I might run out of fuel. 210.1. Hey, it's my quickest lap. Even though I blew T1, I'm gonna do it again. Fine, I'm out of fuel. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. It honestly did not feel like a good lap, so to do a 210 there. Interesting. The chat is so far behind. Michael, yeah, you can absolutely turn off the top rear view mirror. I just have it on for online racing. I don't want to ruin anybody's race because I'm a stickler for realism. But yeah, F11 turns it on and off. Okay, well, I'm in 4th currently. Oh man, 207.8. Who's this? Joel King? That's insane. That's insane. There is damage in this, so I can't drive recklessly, you know, completely. Shifting down to first at 100 miles an hour will 190 miles an hour will spin you out instantly. Yeah, 207.8's very quick. Very, very quick. Very quick. Okay. Well, I think it's just about getting the laps together, so nothing to do with the setup. See if I can go back out here and just do that again. I mean, I think a 209's absolutely possible. Y'all want to see that 209? Well, try my best, but the screw is loose in my wheel. So one of the things that's kind of annoying about the Fanatec is the screw you put in to tighten the rim on. Fast. Load down. There we go. Hey Colo, thanks. Glad to see you live too. Having a lot of fun. Had so much fun in the last VAC race I did, so I hope they keep doing kind of random stuff. I think I'm hopeful that this is as hard as it gets, as far as racing sims and car combos. I can't think of anything too much harder, so we'll see. But it would be fun to do something maybe a little less hard to make a lap in, like a Formula 3. Ooh, we got a car sliding across the track ahead of me. No idea what that was about. Is definitely as hard as it gets, I think. We'll come around the final corner. A couple cars really slow ahead. Oh, it's like modern F1. Everybody's backing each other up. Have to go with it. It stinks. I had such a space in front of me, but waiting for the perfect lap will probably never come, so might as well just go with what I get. I'm much better through turn 1 that time than my best lap so far, so that alone, if I can just do the rest of the lap like I did my best lap, it should be good enough. We'll see. Out 187, almost hit 190. Oh man, I blew past the braking. I don't think I'll get it stopped. Oh, lock it all up. Oh, okay, well, I gotta make the rest of this lap work because that is the latest I've ever slowed the car down into Os curve. I locked the right sides the whole way in. Whew. All right, keep it together. We got a few cars coming up. Hopefully they let me by one here. Not to let myself get too psyched up. That was I don't know if that'll make me quicker or not. It was obviously slower to get on the gas, but it was a very late braking into off curve. Oh, car in front spins out. Ugh. Compromise a little bit. I didn't have to slow down too much though. Understeer there. Trying to get across the line. What was it? 209.6? What? Or 210.6? Well, when you think they're quick, they're not quick. Yeah, I threw away this lap too. Oh, man. Wish I could watch a replay of that. I don't know how to watch replays in multiplayer mode. I don't think you're able to. I don't know how that was slower than before. It felt like a good lap. I'm gonna take a breather for a second from that one. It's a little frustrating, but you know how it is. Yeah, I can't watch the replay till after, but I did realize you can get the replay after the race, and so if there's some good battling or something, I'll have to maybe pull it up after the race, depending on how much time we have. Yeah, I'm not gonna quit and rejoin right now, but it felt like well, maybe it was a good Oscar curve, but I guess we can actually look at the splits and everything. In my last lap, my sector 2 wasn't even my best sector 2. Sector 1 was actually very good. Green. But sector 2, I think doing that late braking, I just couldn't get on the throttle soon enough to actually make it a good lap. What do we got now? I still got the 207 at the top. Sitting in 5th, just not bad. I'll be hopefully ahead of the chaos, but yeah, still up in the air whether or not going into Ost curve on the first lap will everybody actually brake in time. It's gonna be interesting. Tony, no shame in setting this one out. This is difficult stuff. Not easy. Not easy for sure. All right, so let's go back out. We'll do another run. I would really like that 209 now. I think it's definitely possible. You can pretty much spin the wheels in first and second gear anytime you want. It's very, very easy to do. It's a lot of power. A couple cars by. Oh, I didn't want to take his apex. Slower coming in than I thought it would be. No, you can't go much. I tried the other gearing too. You can't really go any quicker on the straightaways than I'm doing right now. It's just about getting the corners right, getting on the throttle as soon as you can. Yeah, I think I can get the 209. It's just gotta put the right lap together. Probably don't even need to push as hard as I think I do to get it. Right behind me. Try to get through the Ost curve. Let him by. This car in front's a little slow coming in. Alright, we'll take the long road then. Gotta avoid the fuel truck. It's a great spot for a fuel truck, guys. Maybe it's a water truck. You got this little safety road in case you're these guys go. Okay, good Felix. It's a water truck, confirmed. Still not a great place for a truck. Oh. Wow, somebody just said a 207.3. What is going on? 207.3. Well, one thing I've learned in sim racing in my tenure here is that there's always somebody quicker than you, so humbling. And in my case, there are a lot of people quicker than me. Alright, come through. Yeah, Lindholm, definitely an alien, but it's impressive. Can't ignore that. Oh, fast into turn one. Damn. Well, I set my quickest lap doing something like that, so we'll see what this one's like. Oh, car behind me very much missed the turn. Back to 6th now, though. Slipping back as the session progresses. It's the car coming out, just get on the throttle as soon as I can. Yeah. Surviving the race is the real victory, you're right. No. That's what I need to do here. I think a top 10's in the cards if I survive. Really understeery on the entry there. Oh, messed up the entry. Too much to that, but see what this lap is. I think this one's pretty slow. First corner was a mess. Stadium section was a mess. 211, yeah. Not good. See if I can finally get turn one. I don't know why I'm missing that so much. Maybe I'm braking a little too late this time. There's torque at every RPM, it feels like. At 30 minutes, so half the session's over. E6, the 210.1. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that overall. It's definitely not slow, but 209s are so tempting. They're close. Need to get it. Yeah, good luck. We're all gonna need good luck. Definitely a lot of luck needed. Man, the first lap's gonna be so scary. First corner, I think, will be fine. You're going slow enough off the start line, but Os curve, that's where things are gonna be nuts. Also, you know, it's not impossible. It's very likely somebody bins it just on the straightaway. Trying to pass somebody, you touch the dirt a little bit by accident, and around the car goes. You're up front too, the whole field goes with you. So a lot of areas where, especially early on, where everybody's packed up, we might see a big calamity. But, you know, raced a couple weeks ago at Indy with this group, and there were a couple incidents, but it really wasn't like a incident-filled event. So hopefully, you know, people will take their time. Hopefully I'll take my time, and it'll be a clean race. Once we get through the first handful of laps, it should be better. Let's see. I'm feeling pretty good about, you know, backing off a little bit and my general pace there. I think I can get 2 12s pretty consistently, but Got some guys doing 207s under qualifying. The 212 is likely quite a bit slower than their race pace, so. Oh, it's a big lockup in front. And there's the car off into the grass. Some grass there. Hey, Audio Jack, we're just finishing, or we got about 25 minutes or so left in qualifying before the races start. If we can get a couple more runs in here. I want a 209. That's the goal right now. All right, cut through the final corner. First gear, couple cars coming out of the pits, but it doesn't slow me down too much. Chase this one down the straightaway. Good stuff. 1954. Right. If I can nip around the inside of him. Oh, it's scary passing on the straight. Oh, he went into the grass. I don't think I lost too much time because of him. So, or any time, really. I come down to Ostkurva. Second gear. Get slowed up. Roll into the entry. Get on that throttle as soon as I can. So many bumps. Gotta pick up the throttle on the exit. To throw the car off the circuit up to third gear a little soon. Just to mitigate the torque up to fourth then. Alright, just the stadium section now. An okay lap, I think. A little late on the brakes there. It's slowed down though. Ooh, a little fast coming in. Right up to second soon, just to, again, make sure the torque doesn't spin me out. Gonna be a little wide here. Scrub off quite a bit of time. It's gonna count as a cut lap. Damn. That's an okay lap too. Right, just get it on another one. It was a 10 flat. And flat. Would have been 1/10 better than my last one. No harm though. Still a little bit of time. Down to 8th though. A little scary. Middle of the pack. Try to get around here without lifting. 184 miles an hour. And a second. Every time I brake for the Ostkurva, I go through a moment where I think I'm going to go too deep. And then I also think, split second later, that I've slowed down too much. It's such a fine line in these cars. Hopefully I have enough fuel to get to the finish line. I think I should. Too fast there. Got it. Slow me down a little bit into the stadium. Chicane there. Gotta keep it nice and tidy this time. Don't need to ruin another lap. All right, cross the line. 209.9. Oh, it didn't even feel that quick. But I guess that's what it is. It's just getting around a lap. Okay. Is the audio quiet? I can boost it up. I feel like I have to reset everything every week. Because I'm recording so many sims, it kind of goes all over the place. But yeah, let me fix it if it's too bad. Yeah, smooth does equal fast here. Thanks. Lower the sim a little bit. All right. Should be, hopefully be a little better. Man. So we got 23 minutes. I want to take a quick break for a second. But yeah, overall, in 7th with that. 209 though. I feel happy I got under the 210s. That's like a milestone for these cars around this circuit. Not too bad. Should be able to do at least one more run. Should have at least one more in me. Well, let's look at who's up top. For Lindholm, I guess, is the name's cut off, so I can't quite see it, but got a 206.9. Oh my god. How do you... Oh, we got a car spinning off as well. Chaos in the first corner. How do you get a 206 around here? Nuts. Much respect for that. Robbie's doing well too. 207.5. And then we got a whole second to third place. We got two other cars pretty much in their own little world up there. Vortex 208, or I guess we gotta look over here. 208.5, just 911 209.5. Lars T's got a 209.5. Mahina 209.8, and then myself a 209.9. So pretty proud of that, but I do want to go out and try one more in a sec. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'll be back. Do one more run in quali at least. Hopefully get mid 209. I just feel like there's so much time on the table from that lap, so I'll have to see. But yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Right. Did he go on the grass? Mic stands are the worst. I don't know. Every mic stand ever is trash. Udon. I love strudel. I spent a good amount of time in Austria when I was in college, so I like most German things, Austrian things, strudel, beer, pretzels, all the good stuffs. I tried Gene Rally, yeah. So I used to play Gene Rally all the time, Michael. Like the original one was, gosh, that must have been back in like 2005 or something. But that game was a ton of fun. I used to love making tracks and like series and racing a bunch in it. But I saw Ted did it. I haven't watched Ted's video on it yet. I got to do that. I think they're making a new one though, from what it looks like. Well, yeah. So quali, it is funny. Quali is about as long as both of the races, but back in the day, Formula One used to have like 4 hours of practice for a Grand Prix, 2 hours on Friday, 2 hours Saturday, and all of that counted as qualifying. So whenever you turned your fastest lap, that was your qualifying time. So yeah, quali has always been longer, or used to be longer than the oh my god, he turned a 206.2. What? I don't even want to look at it anymore. I'm gonna put like one more tick of fuel in because I feel like I could go one extra lap, which might be nice. But let's go out. Can't drive from that camera view. All right, let's try to do another lap here. Yeah, the F1 quality today was great. I'm excited for this season. I always like F1 for the first handful of races, and then I might get bored of it, but who knows. Yeah, I don't know. Lindholm is in a different world, so not gonna concern myself with that. Being about 5 seconds behind the pace, it's insane. Must be lonely being up there. See, the way I do it, being mediocre, you always get somebody to race, so it's a little more fun, right? Yellow flags going into Oscar. Likely though in Oscar, if there's a yellow flag, it's somebody out wide like that, so. Yeah, something tells me his race pace isn't gonna be 2:15s though, you know? Missed the corner. Just accept my fate there. Use this road. This guy's a second to go by. Yeah, this is the Auto Union Type C that I'm driving. And we're also racing Mercedes 125s, which probably is the quicker car, but it's even harder to handle than this. I'll try to space myself a little bit here. Got plenty of space behind me, so. Yeah, racing the AI is nice. You can make them just as fast as you want to go. But it's fun to race online, different combinations and stuff. All right, try to do a lap here. Car spun off on the outside, no issue with me. Oh, to join him. Too much wheel spin. Ruined the whole lap in the first corner, of course. Keep on it though. Is there no way to watch NASCAR in the UK? It's surprising to me for some reason. Yeah, ruin a chance on T1. It's fine. If you haven't noticed already, it doesn't bother me if I mess up that much. It's much more stressful things in life than to be mad at a missing a corner qualifying online in a game. So I save my stress for elsewhere, but I would love to better my time. I think I'd easily get a mid 209 at this rate. Side by side with Corsa here. Ooh, what are you doing? It was close. We avoided each other though. Good thing that wasn't a world record lap or anything. We'll come around. Should have at least a couple more laps in the car with the fuel. I want to try second through here, but I'd worry about slowing down for this right-hander. It's tough with the downhill. All right, come to the line. I really screwed up the braking for T1 again. Ah, you're all gonna hate me. Oh my god, what am I doing? I need to like pep talk myself here. Turn 1, brake earlier. Okay. I know, Felix, I gotta brake earlier. It's very early is what you need. Cerebral just got a 208 flat. Quick. Yeah, T1, for some reason, I go through times where like different corners just become harder for no reason. You like psych yourself up or something. A narrow here for Ostkurva. Have I ever thought of using gloves? The only time I've ever really wanted gloves was when I did like the 7-hour full season in GPL stream and stuff like that. For like racing for a couple hours, I don't feel like I need gloves. Also, this wheel is very nice and soft. But yeah, I could imagine if I'm doing endurance racing where I'm putting in some serious time, like gloves would be nice, I guess. I also don't run the force feedback extremely high. Some people really love to like make it so it's just maxing and not clipping, but I've always gone on the side of a little less force feedback. Nobody needs to brake. Now, if somebody wants to send me gloves, tell me if I wear them, things will happen then when I try it out. Certain somebody. All right. Time to do it. Time to put in just one nice, doesn't even need to be record speed, just casual lap here. Oh. We have plenty of time for T1 down to first. See, that just feels ungodly slow. slower to go off the track, so we'll see what that does. Yeah. Although, have you seen the guy that does wear the helmet? He like fully dresses up like Ayrton Senna and then races, you know, the MP4 or the MP4 around Monaco and stuff. It's pretty cool, but yeah, I don't need the helmet. And my girlfriend might finally think I'm doing something weird if I am wearing a helmet while doing this. All unfazed her so far, so hoping to keep it that way. Yeah, he's got a motion rig, so I think you kind of need the harness, you know, for that. If you have a motion rig, you do need a harness, but yeah, the helmet's just for show, but it's pretty cool. I mean, if you're going to commit, you might as well commit, and he is certainly fully committed to the whole thing, so kudos to him. I'm not one to yuck somebody's yum, you know? Ugh. That's the right line, right? Oh, God. Car sitting stopped, but luckily disconnected just in time. I don't know how this lap's gonna be. It feels a little slow in spots. I'm not really pushing the car. A lot of oversteer there. Across the line, 210 flat. It was about as quick as I've gone, actually. Right to the dirt there. Few lights come on, but should have a couple laps, I would think. Oh, I'm gonna run wide. That's weird. I wonder if I got an arrow push, or I probably just messed up the corner, but oh no. Wow, I finally lost it on the straight. How much time do I got left? Six minutes. I think I got one more. I squeak one in right at the end. Yeah, definitely died there. Alright, we'll try to squeak one run in before the races. Yeah, there's not, I agree the gearing's short, but there's basically this and then a gearing which you don't even hit the red line at all in fourth. It's geared for 220 miles an hour, so. Don't worry, try it very differently in the race. It's all about survival, this one. What would be the first software I would buy if I was starting in the hobby today? Well, I think there's a couple free sims out there that you could try. I mean, it depends what you want to do, honestly. What kind of racing you want to do. I mean, you want to do online racing versus AI racing, using the fifth gear in the car, of course. So many options. I'm not the right guy to ask, I don't think, just because I like very specific things. But yeah, I mean, I like Assetto Corsa here, and I think it's pretty cheap. You can do a little bit of everything in it, so why not Assetto Corsa? I'll pick that today. It really depends what you want to do. All right. Should have time for 2 laps about, imagine. See if we can get through them. Real short shift there into second, but just want to get the car away from the first corner. Assetto Corsa is not the easiest thing to set up with all the bells and whistles. It's easy to boot up and run, but if you want it, use all the right mods and race online and all that stuff, it's a little intimidating, I think, to get into. But it's fun. There's a lot of stuff to do in it, so if you just want a sim that lets you race a lot of different things in a lot of different places, then it's not a bad choice. The bumps there. Wasn't able to get on the throttle quite as nicely through there. It's just so bumpy. And if you don't have a wheel, I would say above all else, play free sims and things and save up your money to get a cheap wheel, or like a nice wheel, but one you don't need to get a Fanatec or anything, because it's just so much different and better in my opinion. I recommend a wheel. I know some folks don't have the setup for it, and if you like controllers and things, do your thing, it's fine, but I think the wheel is, for me, a wheel is a must. Oversteer, just nice casual drift there. That's probably the last lap I have. We got too deep into T1. Yeah. Well, 9th position probably. Top 10 starting spot, not the worst. Got under the 210s. Was way quicker than I thought I was originally going to go. So all in all, not so bad, but disappointing end. I think I could definitely go quicker with more practice, something. Whoa. Camera doing. All right, so 2 13-lap races coming up. I guess for this, we will need, we'll do 150 liters. Oh. I mess up the whole thing. Got Assetto Corsa running in a window, and I double-clicked the taskbar. Yeah, goal is to not die. Goal is to not die here. The door behind me seems to lead to heaven. Wish you knew where that went. Thanks, Audio Jack. Yeah, gonna need some good luck for this one. Gonna be a pretty interesting race. What do we got in here? 28 cars, maybe 25 definitely. That's enough cars to cause some chaos around Hockenheim. 1930s cars. Yeah, this is all CGI behind me, actually. It's not real life at all. All right, it should be good. Should be fun. You very, very rarely see these cars raced online, I think, because they are so difficult. So it'll be good. Hopefully a good race, some good battling. Have to see how it goes. I'm making a video right now where I'm using some real camera, and I realized I was showing an angle, like this is the only angle people have ever seen me from, so it's gonna be weird to do something different, but part of the fun of it. Just listening to the voice chat with the guys to see if anything interesting is happening. Ronnie, you do have a whole series? That could be. I don't know if I I think it would stress me out to do races in these cars and then know I've got more races in them coming up. We'll see how this goes. Maybe this will be a ton of fun. Yeah, internet issues are the worst. Hopefully everything... I had some stuff going on before. All right, fading out. We're going to go do the race. 13 laps, so it'll probably take about half an hour. And then we'll do another one. And if it's anything like Indy, they're kind of back to back, so there's no break in the middle. But just make sure I got enough fuel in the car, 150 liters. Should be interesting. I can actually go with a little less fuel. Good luck, everybody. This is going to be interesting. All right. Oh, I gotta wait. Before I can join. Yeah, I lowered the fuel a little bit. I think 130 will be fine. Like, look, the fuel's not gonna matter if I don't keep the car on the track, so I'm not that worried about getting it perfect. I'd be a little worried if I took like a liter or two less, but yeah, that should be fine. 130 liters is gonna be good enough for it. All right. Did Jimmy win his Nordschleife race? That's great. Congrats, Jimmy. This won't exactly be the same way as that. Okay. All right. On the grid. Should start about 9th. Hopefully, first couple laps here are clean. What does this car say on the side? Balls to the wall, baby. Okay. Good to know who I'm racing. It's quite the paint scheme. Got a bright pink 125 right in front of me. Yeah, fuel load's not going to be critical. All right, lights are up. God. Here we go. Hopefully going to take it easy here. Lights lit. We're underway. Bogged down on the start there. Almost stalled the car. Can you imagine? All right, we'll come down to the first corner. Lost a lot of time there. It was such a bad run off the line. Oh, a car right on the back of me. All right, everybody makes it through the first corner. Now comes the really scary part. Into the forest. I got a 125 right behind me. I was a little too tentative into the first corner, but I didn't know what to expect there. Oh, we're going side by side. Why are we doing that? Little frightening. Very frightening. Jeez. Black 125. Looking for Death Wish here. Alright, try to slow it down for us. Curva. Second gear. Slowly get it on in. I think everybody's gonna make it through. Everybody played very nice there. All right. So, long race. I mean, 13 laps, not that long, but long enough for mistakes to happen. So just need to concentrate on trying to hit my marks, all the corners. Don't need to race extremely aggressive like I was in qualifying. Right, slow down for the stadium. We got a lot of smoke in front. Our first gear. Another scary one. Oh, a car in front spinning out. It's almost like there's oil on the track. 3 of us in a row all get sideways. Out of first gear here for the stadium. Oh, no. All right, try to keep it going straight. First lap on the grass, of course. Oh man, I lost so many positions there. Ooh, I had somebody next to me. It's my bad. Hopefully that didn't wreck them out or anything. I think they're okay. It was a gold 125 behind me. All right, well that was a pretty terrible first lap. Ooh, car going in the pits. Hopefully that wasn't a damage thing. I don't know. Car feels fine on my side, so let's see. Right, tiptoe through the first corner. On lap 2 of 13. Got the lap counter. The right of the gear counter there. Probably was just too conservative on the first lap. I was thinking there was going to be a lot more chaos than that. I mean, there's just a couple spins coming into the stadium, but otherwise everybody did a really good job. I've got some work to do, see if I can catch up. Second gear. Lost curva. Oh my god. No. It's going to be hard into the wall. See if the car is damaged. Well, pretty horrendous here. 100% my doing too. Car coming up 3 seconds behind. Yeah. Well, I was optimistic I was going to do a lot better than this, but kind of have some fun with it, I guess. Really can't do much worse than I'm doing right now, so yeah, if you go too quick into the corner, I mean, I knew in the braking zone pretty much that I was dead there. Oh, it broke so much. Car feels fine, surprisingly, which is, I guess the damage is quite a bit lower than real. Man, I've not been doing well in the online races recently. In the first couple of GPL races I did pretty good, but probably need to practice more. Oh yeah, these are like the toughest cars to drive, I think, that exist in sim racing. At least for realistic cars. There's obviously some, 1,000 horsepower crazy things out there, but we'll see what kind of laps I can put in. There's a second race too, so chalk this one up to a learning experience or something. Still a lot of time to make more errors, so hopefully I can keep it on the track. A slow car in front. Is it at Goodwood again, KO? Goodwood's a fun circuit. Alright, we got one out of Union here in the inside. Very tight line. Break him. It's kind of daring to do. Oh man. Car went really sideways under the brakes. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I got on the grass a little bit to the left there that time. Car might, I mean, it might have damage. I don't know, though. Doesn't feel sideways or anything under acceleration and cornering and all that, but yeah, don't touch the grass. The car in front's running really wide on the straightaway. Cars now. Sideways on the accelerator. This is where it's hard. Like, can you actually reasonably get by without running into each other? Guess we'll find out. Track is just about as wide as two of these cars. There we go. I can not outbrake myself this time into the stadium. Better. Oh, we got a whole group. Oh, slow car. Oh, this car's spinning off. Gotta gather it back up. Benjamin Nash in front had some kind of problem because he spun out. Oh, the car was off to the left there too. Green Auto Union. Was that the one I was racing? Might have been. Here we go. Like total brain overload racing these cars. Not easy. Right. So I made it one lap without spinning off. So just want to do that the rest of this race, and then hopefully can redeem myself a bit in the second race. Such a bad start to this one. I don't know what I was doing, but catching this car, it's not a good place to pass here. Ooh, try not to hit him. Oh, it's my bad, Benjamin. Oh, we're both gonna spin out. My God. Well, I guess I didn't lie in the description of this to say that it was going to be a calamity. But now I feel extra bad that I took somebody else into it. I don't know if I need a glass of water or a shower. Well, welcome to GP Laps YouTube channel. Only the best classic racing sims driven to perfection. Got another car off in front. Christoph again. Definitely flying around here. What did you miss? You missed one clean lap out of 5 so far, so Nothing great. I just feel mostly bad that it took Benjamin out to apologize to him. But the last thing, I don't care if I spin myself off 100 times, it's, you know, whatever, but if you take somebody else out, it's not a great feeling. The left rear almost explodes every lap, but by the time we get through the stadium, it'll be back down to normal. Doesn't seem to affect it that much. Though I have spun out a few times, and that won't be nice to the tires, so likely I'll have a bit more tire wear than usual, but this Auto Union doesn't seem to be affected that much by tire wear, or at least the tires aren't going to wear an extreme amount naturally, you know? We got a couple cars spinning out in front. Skill positions here. First side by side. Not a nice feeling. Oh well, get around him. I got Benjamin in front again. I don't want to push him. He's quite a ways up there, so hopefully me hitting him didn't ruin his race that much. He's still quite far ahead of where I am. Frightening braking for Oscar. Hey, too bad AC doesn't do brake fade. I don't think I need another thing thrown at me, but yeah, I mean, obviously these cars would have had some brake fading issues for sure. Race 2 will have, I think, a reversed grid, but only the top, like, random number of finishers, so unlikely that I will benefit from that. But I don't deserve any handouts for this one. Been a poor performance thus far. Completed a lap and did a 2:12, which is what I was hoping I would be able to do every lap of the race. Catching a car here, it's... Wait, I believe a lap down though, Brian. Ugh. Not shifting up to fourth gear, it's nice. Outside, see if I can keep it inside here. Lets me by. I actually pulled in a few seconds on the two in front, but it's gonna take me near around the rest of the laps to catch him, if I do. And then I don't know if I want to mess with Benjamin again. We'll see. Second gear. The car through the stadium. Short shift to second there. I thought that might help, but it just kind of threw the car sideways a little. We got skid marks in a car sideways up there. Successfully got up to fourth gear this time. You got one car I can see, but it's lapped down about 10 seconds now, so I've cut the gap in half to the cars in front. This is going to be awkward. Swing around the outside. Not easy to put the car anywhere. You're kind of just holding on. Luckily made it by. Alright, there we go. The leaders are doing 209s. Pretty bad. Yeah, I gotta get sidekick, I think, huh? Better statistics and things on the car. I don't usually race with that kind of stuff, because I tend to race without any... Ooh, big stutter there. I tend to race without anything on the HUD. Online, I feel like you need the information to be safe. And, you know, not run into other cars. Nice and slow around here. Now that I've gotten going, I don't want to say anything, but this is how I was hoping I was going to drive at the start. Not pushing that hard, but 211's not bad to do as a race pace. I really screwed up that start. Lift off a little bit there, is scooting out wide. Second gear. Yeah, I did so bad at the start. I'm very disappointed in that, but it happens. First gear. See the two cars in front now. They're battling, so it's holding each other up a bit. Ooh, yellow flag. Not sure what the yellow flag's for. Just keep doing our thing. Ooh. They're disconnected. Right, not too many laps to go actually. It's ticked off rather quick. I'm still on the lead lap. I guess that's looking on the bright side. I just made quite a few unforced silly mistakes there at the start. Should be able to drive these cars around without doing that, but who knows? Ooh. Looks like Benjamin might have gone off the track, though. I don't see him in front of me anymore. I want to wheel into it there, understeering. Sliding out wide a little bit. Guys up front are doing really good laps. Is 15th the inversion? Oh god, I don't know if I want to start first. That seems like a lot of responsibility after my my start this time. First gear, it's a little fast there, it's just hard on the brakes. Hot here too. Oh my god, use all the track. It's the right lines. Man, all over the track, but luckily got through the stadium that time. That was my quickest lap, of course. Driving crazy like that. Second for turn one. That was a good turn one. I could have only done that in qualifying. Like I say on the track, I'm gonna just play that I always meant to do that. There's 2 laps to go, though. Oh, God. Okay, don't need to be doing stuff like that. I just bounced a little off the circuit. Almost ruined the whole thing. Race 2 is going to be seriously difficult. It's been on driving now for 2 hours, so maybe too much practice today. I don't know. I can see the car in front, 4 seconds now. Closing this in quite a bit. A little over 1 lap left. Ooh, a little hot there. This is too fast, too fast. Oh my god. Meant to do that. It's the proper line there, everybody. Oversteer. All right, 1 more lap here in this race. I can just see the leaders on my relative now, but looks like I'm going to be able to stay on the lead lap at least, especially after all those spins and stuff. That's, I guess, good. until 2028. What? Oh, 2018. Just 911 has won. Wow, so he wasn't on the pole. Lindholm finished second. Wow, okay. Interesting result there. So the qualifying pace wasn't everything, but finishing second from the pole. See if I can put together the end of this race. So like an absolutely terrible first 5 or so laps for me, but after that it was okay. So hopefully I can just turn this into a solid 13 laps in the second race and come away with a top 10 maybe. Would be good. Right to the outside there. So close. Maybe one more lap and I could have caught up. Catch the all black 125, come away. Ooh, almost been it in the second to last corner, but come away with a 14th. Not good, but I guess finish in the front half of the field. Trying to look for the positives here. Lead lap, front half of the field. I got a 210 during the race. It's not too bad. Oh. That was absolutely insane. Just got to apologize to Benjamin now because that was totally my fault. Hey Benjamin, I'm so sorry for hitting you into Oscar, but no, that's 100% my fault. I just like overcooked it so far. So I'm sorry. Sorry that happened, man. Yeah, eat 2 now. One of the hardest races to do. We'll have to see how everybody does in race number 2 here. Hopefully everybody can get through the yeah, second half of the race was okay, so I guess that's encouraging, but like especially hitting Benjamin, that was not the best thing. That's the stuff I try to avoid as much as possible. Sorry for all the mic noise. But appreciate everybody here. Good number of you watching, so hope it's fun enough to watch some very mediocre to poor driving. But cool cars. I mean, the cars and everything speak for themselves. Kind of stick with the same setup and everything. It seemed to work out pretty good towards the end of the race. I'm sure I could lower the fuel, but okay, I have done some there's no time to get a snack or anything. I have done a few laps of this just in my own time around the Nordschleife, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, to race it would be hell. Yeah, I would appreciate everybody watching. It's a cool era of cars. I mean, I want to see more stuff from here. I've been really reading a lot about, you know, 1920s, 1930s racing, and it seems like I mean, it's obviously an underrepresented era of motorsports. All right, so race number 2 here. Oh God, I'm like starting on the pole. So, second position. Oh my God. All right, well, pretty much everything to lose then. That invert's a little aggressive. Better hope to get a better start this time than last time. Yeah, somebody got to do a 6. Yeah, I better hope to get I gotta get a better start off the line. I got one car on the inside as well. One car on the outside. This is gonna be something else. All right, so I just gotta get a good start so that I don't get run over. Lights are lit. Oh, we're underway. All right, much better off the line this time. All right, try to come into the first corner. Nice and easy. Got one car on the inside, I think. All right, I think I got around him. Okay. Well, made it through the first corner at least. Need to try to get through Oskurva. Get through the first lap, hopefully. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff in the mirror this one, I think. I'll have to see how I do. Go right to the edge of the track. Oh, car behind went off. That's not good. Car's a little heavier now too because of the fuel. It honestly is a little easier to handle. I wonder if full fuel would maybe actually be a better option for me. Success through Oskurva. Alright, so I got the guy I was racing, Jagunica. Hopefully I didn't butcher that, and then Simon behind them. I thought to spin out while in the lead. I thought the invert was going to be like maybe the top 10, but I guess 15th was actually the invert position. All right, we got a yellow flag for some reason. See a bunch of cars. Whoa, got cars overrunning into the stadium. Almost into the second part of the course there. All right, we'll come to the line though. So I led the first lap. That's a win. Now my goal is really just to keep it on the course and try to stay up as far as I can. I have no doubt at some point the likes of the winners from the last race, somebody's going to come up to me, but we'll try to keep it as long as I can. I can already see Machina back there, 3 seconds. These guys are probably a second or so quicker than me a lap, so we'll have to see. Let's try my best here. Yeah, a lot of crashes behind me, but I guess that's what started on the pole. Some could say I had the best strategy of all, finishing the last race the way I did. It definitely wasn't on purpose, I swear. Sliding there through the apex Oskurva. Behind me is quite close, 1 second. It's so much different when you're in the lead, huh? The outlook on everything. Doesn't feel like I earned anything here, though. I'm just I feel like I stole something, and I'm just running with it. Gotta keep the dream alive. Ooh, I'll break myself. That's embarrassing. All right, keep it going. Oh, car's right on me now. Can I lead 2 laps, maybe? I don't know. So close. Leonard behind me is quite quick. Don't blow my braking zones like that. Oh, it's gonna be a little wide here. It's gonna sneak up the inside, maybe. He doesn't. Right, we'll come around, lead the second lap. You know, just 11 more of these. Revving the car quite a bit into T1, trying to get it slowed down. I don't know if there's engine damage. I'm definitely hitting all 16 cylinders as hard as they'll go. Cars behind me doing 209s. I did a 212. Yeah, I gotta go to defensive. Oh, Maddie's coming up on me too. I raced Maddie during the F1 GP fun race. That didn't go well for me, so let's see how this goes. Leonard's still right on me. Park the car in the middle of the course. It's the right way to defend. I don't really have much choice over where I put the car. Oh, Leonard's gonna get a good exit here, I bet. Yeah, Maddie's, I know, very quick, so do what I can. It's fun racing folks that I see on Twitter and Discord. Now they all know who I really am. Quite average. Right. Ugh. Why is this corner suddenly the hardest one on the course? Slide out wide. Leonard's probably waiting for that. Try to keep this one nice and tidy. Got Leonard right to the right side. Oh, understeering. It's off, luckily. Right on the inside. There's a train. I'm leading the train here. Leonard's gonna look up the inside. Let another lap. Leonard really backed up that corner. Gonna have a great exit. Oh, get side by side. Oh god, side by side into the forest then. I got a train. Ah, he's gonna have it. The lead was good while it lasted. Maddie now on the inside too. Oh, my fourth gear. Oh, no. Can't hit the grass. We race over. Maddie's gonna go by. Gotta sneak in behind them. Behind these two. To run anybody over this time. I'm gonna Oskurva. If I can just stick with them, I don't know. It's so tricky to race these cars. Never mind, just drive them around. Wow, they got such a better exit out of there than I did. Here comes Just 911. So that's who won the first race. Beautiful yellow Auto Union. White line. Try to brake as deep as I can, but obviously you can't. I'll brake myself. So easy to do. Almost every time locking it up there. Back to fourth now. Gotta stay on it. Ooh, car spinning out in front. Is that Leonard? Yeah. Oh, it's too bad. Back up to third. Still in the hunt for the podium. Just got Hockenheim right behind me. Ooh, use all the curb there through turn one. My God. Okay, this is like very intense. Hopefully this is fun to watch. Much better race than race one so far. Hopefully I don't mess anything up here. I mean, these two in front, they're just a different quickness than I am, but so far I'm pretty happy with how things have gone. Right to the outside of the track. Don't know how they're able to accelerate so well out of the Oskurva. Maybe where I'm losing all my time, I don't know. Oh, I gotta run really wide. Maybe I need to get into third sooner there. It's better over the bumps with the torque. I'll try that. Shadows are totally obscuring what I was using as a braking marker here before. Just about. And Just 911 ran off in front of me too. Got Machina like right to my right now. How many times am I gonna run wide coming in? Coming into the stadium. I'm gonna run wide here too. Machina gonna go by. First time on the dirt, I guess. All right, got wires now. Damn. Oh, Just 911's off again. I like that paint scheme. I mean, it's so egregious to history, but it's a very cool looking car. I hope Maddie wins this. 11 seconds ahead, so she's doing really, really well. All right, Lars is right on me now. Oh, Lars is gonna try to go to the outside here. Or no, I'm gonna understeer a little bit. It's a move, Lars. It's a move. Run Lars over coming into Oscar, but I wish I had something for him. All I can hope is that they continue to run wide and stuff. Up the inside of Lars, maybe. We got a good gap behind us, though, so as long as I can keep things together, top 5 feels pretty nice. It's Oil sponsored. It's a good battle for second, though. Well, actually, is there another car? That might be a lap down car. Okay. Hoping it wasn't Maddie. Whoa! 911 just ran off. Be back up to 4th. I don't know where he went. Oh, Lars is sideways in front. Oh, no. Trying to get around him. Oh, lost a lot of time there, but avoided the incident. All right, back on the podium for at least a minute. I wonder if 911 just kept running. All right, lap 7 now, so we're about halfway. Eventful race up here, much better than race 1 so far. Both from driving. Oh, no. As I say it, try to get it straight quickly. Damn. Oh no, right in the middle of the track. Everybody's coming. Oh, damn, that was it. I had such a good run going too. I was just talking about how good it was. Well, it was about time. Oh man, it's tough being at the top, you know? It's tough being at the top. Fun racing though. I wish I kept it up. In 3rd position. I almost caught the first spin too, which would have been good. I wouldn't have lost nearly as much time. I mean, spinning at all is bad, but well, you know what you come for when you pay the price of admission here. It's definitely not over, but Still in the top 10, at least. And behind Leonard. See what happens here the last handful of laps. I felt like I was stealing something being up front there for a while. It was fun though. All my fault through turn one. I thought I had it. I just ran a little too wide. Leonard Narwhal in front. Through turn one. All I had to do was that. It's so frustrating when you make a mistake like that, because all I had to do is take the corner like I usually do. Yeah, no points for 10th. Could have a third. Reason running along there. I don't think I got on the brakes quite good enough. Gonna get a little flag. Yeah, just a nice bout of oversteer there through the second half of the corner. Please welcome. Smoke the tires coming into the stadium. We're pushing the limits there. This oversteer. Chasing down Narwhal now in front. Wall's got the 1-2-5. Not envious. I can't imagine this being harder. Oh, just 9-on-1 left after the win in the first race. Leaving the server. Not a good race too. Had a few mistakes, but it happens. Oh. Let's run onto the grass there. Or definitely ran on the grass. It wasn't an almost. Let's get into turn one. I don't know how many laps they're doing tomorrow, but I'm pretty happy these are just 13-lap races. Doing one big one tomorrow. I don't know if it's a 26-lap race or longer. No idea. Pitch the car sideways here through the forest. Up the accelerator for a second there. Last curve. Appreciate you all sticking with me through this. It's a good start of the race. I knew at some point I'd run out of talent. We got some smoke ahead. Yellow flag as well. Somebody just a little too deep here. So easy to do into the stadium. Oh, like I'm gonna do. There we go. Finally actually went deep. Not the worst though. Going. help me catch Narwhal, though. Got a few cars see ahead. I don't know what's going on up there. Turn one, we got a lapped car off the track a little bit. Easy enough to make it by. That's a proper colored Mercedes. None of these pink Mercedes. Fluorescent blue. I did share though on Twitter recently, there is a Mercedes 154, which was the car after the 125 there, did enter the Indianapolis 500 in the 50s, or the late 40s maybe, and I believe it was painted, but it wasn't just a silver car. Pretty cool that a pre-war Grand Prix car competed at the Indianapolis 500 after the war. I think for a few years as well. Alright, got a great lead though over Benjamin Nash. Still not happy with myself for race one with him. About 8 seconds holding with Narwhal in front. Made a few mistakes on the lap. See if we can hold it together here for the last few circuits. Just absolutely standing on the brake pedal. You can pretty forcefully apply it, but they just don't do anything. See, I'm about 3/4 brakes and car just kind of rolls along. Do that in a modern car, it'll stop. Losing a lot of time through that last corner too. It's a pretty long sweeper. Right, on lap 11. 3 laps to go. Good track for these cars. I know the BAC guys had a little trouble just trying to figure out what league or what track to run on. There are a few pre-war tracks obviously for Assetto Corsa, but finding something too that's got a great surface like this. Sergio Loro's tracks, who made this track, have really good surfaces, and tracks back in the 30s were definitely bumpier, or bumpy if not bumpier than this, even though this is a 60s track. So it's a good match. It's also a track that doesn't have a lot of slow stuff, because obviously these cars, they're torturous to drive around slow tracks. I mean, they did actually race around Monaco obviously in the 30s, and it just seems like the worst place. You think of the fast tracks like a Spa or Tripoli that I was looking at, or Avos, obviously they're built to go fast, so something like this. The technicality though here of this stadium section is definitely tricky in these cars. I mean, you can see you just kind of first gear it around all these corners. This is how Monaco would be the whole time. It would be torture. Do 100 laps at Monaco in one of these. I don't think you could pay me enough money to do that. Get it 2 sideways. There is a limit. And not such a bad lap. Be interested to see what that was as the car brakes sideways to 12. Yeah, I don't know where my favorite place to race a car like this would be, but ooh, looks like Lars is now in front of me, so Lars had some kind of issue up there. Lost the position to Narwhal. Second to last lap then. Second gear. Oh. Trying to get on the throttle there, but the pumps. I must have to take the line much differently there. It just bounces so much. Tough to get the throttle down. Dance on the line there on the left. These corners on the straightaway is not insignificant in these cars. They're definitely ones you need to actually take a line for. In a modern car, it's very, very simple. See the two cars in front of me there, but unless they make an error, I don't think there'll be enough in it. Oh, car out wide. Just talking about errors. Here comes Lars back on the track. Just able to get in front of Lars for 9th. Just together a couple good corners and keep in front of him. Last lap then. Get on that throttle hard onto the straightaway, accelerate away. Got a second on him. Last time up to the Ost curve. One car coming towards me, a slow car, make it interesting. A third. And a second. Gonna take the inside maybe. Lars is coming up behind me. Working around the outside here. Corner tightens up, makes it pretty easy to run wide. Oh, Lars ran off. Oh. Last lap. All right, well that cements his 9th position here. It's a one really tricky corner to go. Breaking into the stadium. No pressure from behind though. No chance in front. We'll just slow down a little bit earlier than I need to. Make sure I got it this time. Oh, and of course, doing something different results in that. Run wide here in the last corner. Oh, Robbie won. How did that happen? Maki in a second. What happened to Maddie? Oh no. I'm able to make a fool of myself here. Last lap into the stadium. Ran wide, of course. But getting quite good at running wide. Come around the final corner. Well, couple errors. One big error in that one threw me out of I don't think I would have had the podium, but I'm pretty happy with 9th place. It's not the best I could do, I think. A little more practice maybe, but where did Maddie finish? Because there, woof, the smoke. Man, crazy racing though, so challenging. So challenging. And leading the first few laps, it was pretty fun. First 4 or 5 laps there. We can take a look at that replay. Second by this water truck, now that I know. Water, not gasoline. Back to the pits. Wow. I think I can pull up the replays. Alright, so I'm going to take a really quick break. grab a water or something, and then I'll come back. Maybe we can see if I can pull up the replay from this race. Take a look at the first few laps and when I was doing well. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. See here, let me just get this out of the way. All right. See if I can find the replay. I don't know if I have it. Hopefully I do, though. Yeah, I think I do. Let's see. No more races to come, but we're going to take a look at the some of the early laps of the second race, I hope. Glad you like my poster. Love my poster. All right. Hold on. I can't believe I started on the front row and didn't screw it up. That's the big thing. All right, so here we were for race number 2 at the start. Starting right in the middle there. Hopefully the TV cams are good around here. You want the music louder? Second race went a little better than expected. Yeah, the first one, I don't know what happened there. You all wanted to disown me, that would be fine. All right, so we're waiting for the start. But surprisingly, it was fairly tame at the front of the grid for the first couple laps. I guess it was all behind me, so I didn't know. But I led, what, 3 laps? All right, here they go, all revved up. Away we went. Cooking the tires. What is this song? It's one of those free YouTube songs. It's U.S. Marine band, True to the Flag. Oh, what happened back there? Cars spinning everywhere. We all got through the first corner all right. There's one Mercedes up front. You want me to put it sepia tone or something? No, I'm not gonna do that. It's so cool watching them go through the forest like that. I do have the, you'll see the cars kind of flicker in and out. I had the LOD for them turned down a little bit. Ooh, the car behind me ran wide into the fence. Got a nice tree here coming into the, hold on. I think he hit the wall there. Back up for a second. Go, poor guys on the sides of the track here. Back up. Watch us all come screaming in. One car off into the trees. Oh. Yeah, the marshals weren't too lucky there. You got stuck. You can actually get between this wall here too, which is kind of funny. There goes everybody through. Come back with me. So I mean, it went okay here. I mean, I Didn't really make any mistakes for the first 2 or 3 laps, which is much more than the first race. Always good. We came down to the stadium. I had so much trouble with this corner in the second race here. Ah, real sideways. Oh, black car there spun out. Lit it up trying to get the car turned around too. I figured white was it was the last color available that wasn't going to be driving a purple out of Union. Couldn't bring myself to do. We got a car off almost onto the second part of the track. I did it once in practice too, where I just shot straight across. Easy to do. I got no problem with the color pink. I just think it's kind of a silly color for a pre-war Grand Prix car. Love me a Force India or whatever they're called now, Racing Point. Stadium section was built in 1965, I believe. And I just did a video on the history of Hockenheim, but yeah, stadium section was added and the running direction reversed at the same time. So prior to 65, they actually ran this track in the other direction, and it actually went all the way to the city of Hockenheim in like a nice point at the end of it. But Germany was putting in new roads. They put an Autobahn kind of right through where the track went, so they redesigned it, added the stadium, and all this. One bad camera with the trees there, but otherwise it's pretty good. We're just gonna watch the part until I really mess it up and threw it all away. But it was a good race for a few laps there, so I'm interested to see when everybody bunches up. Like for at least a lap, I had a train going behind me. Rider of Mark, what was your name in the sim? I don't think you have it as Rider of Mark in there. Yeah, the Os curve before the chicane. Oh, that's one of the many times I ran wide there. I'm surprised I didn't actually throw it off more. But the Os curve is impressive, especially because it was designed originally to go in the other direction too. So, yeah, Bob, it is harder to lead than chase. But I thought I did all right in the lead. I didn't actually I didn't get passed because of a mistake, really. I don't think. Did I lap you a few times? Sorry. But I think I only had one spin in this race, and it was a stupid one in turn 1. This was good. Good stuff. Slipstreaming down the long straightaways. I mean, try to picture for a second. You're alive in the 1930s. You see horse and buggies most days. Once in a while, you'll see an automobile, and then you come to a racetrack and you see these things fly by. They must have looked like rocket ships. Yeah, he got a bit of getting around me. Now, this is the last race for today. Or we finished the race. I'm just watching the start of race 2 because I did good for a minute. A little vanity for myself. No, but it was a fun few laps of the race. Just want to see the train form as everybody's faster than me. I'm surprised he didn't try and move, but it's very risky business trying to outbrake somebody. I mean, you saw in the first race when I nailed Benjamin that it's just not easy work because you can't really break the cars deep. Now, we were side by side here, but onto the inside of him. Oh, and he tried to get back around me. This is the good stuff. This is exactly why I want to do online races. Have battles like this. You can't do this with AI, unfortunately. Even though I was in a losing proposition here, I had fun for a few laps doing it. The little train behind me. Is this the lap I screwed it up? Thought I at least got one more lap in it, but maybe not. It's up there on the hardest races I've done, for sure. I'm into turn one on the inside. This is where I screwed it up. All the way to the grass. No, at least one more lap. Yeah, because I lost the lead before I screwed it up. That's right. That should be... I would love to go to Goodwood someday. I don't need to be a guest. I would just love to go there. Yeah, VAC does a great job. The VAC's a bunch of clean drivers, but there it was. Got passed on the straightaways. It's just so risky to try to fight back or like pinch each other or something. It's just not going to end well, so... Come down into the tree corner. It's too bad the camera's messed up because it's right at the braking with the Oscar. I want to go to the Festival of Speed. That would be fine going to the track as well, though. Mano, you don't have to imagine them playing this music. They definitely did on newsreels. When drivers died, they'd have footage of a driver crashing and dying and play this happy music in the background. Is there a different camera? We're near the end of the fun stuff. Ah, there are more cameras. I didn't know. Most tracks don't have multiple sets. Of course, Sergio has very good tracks with all the extras. Alright, so I think this is the lap where I screwed it up. Maybe not. Nice little train here, though. Oh, car off in front, yeah. I still had Lars in front of me at this point, too, in the yellow car. Or, maybe that's just 911. Yeah, it's nice cameras. These are better cameras than what I was using. Through turn one. Really taking the whole curb on the outside there every lap, too. All right. I'd love to hear one of these cars in real life. I have no idea what it would actually sound like. I know the sounds in Sim here are not exact from what I've heard. Much better into the Oscar, but see everybody just twitching under the brakes. Pretty cool. Well, it looks fast from that angle. It feels slow when you're driving it through this corner, just because you have to slow down so much. But that camera makes it look good. Sounds good too. I like how the 125 and the Type C do sound a bit different here. Coming down. Oh, locked it up so much there. Yeah, I got side by side here with... I forgot who this was. Oh, so sideways. Yeah, that's all kinds of sideways onto the grass. Yeah, that was my first real mistake, but then I think I threw it away here in turn one. Just 911 there. Maybe there's one more lap too. Because I remember Just 911 had like gone off the track. It would be fun. I think I would like to do like a season racing Prewar cars, but I've done so much testing and it's just not something you can really pull off in Assetto Corsa offline. Unfortunately, just the cars are not good enough, and then there's no characteristics to the AI, so they're literally just different strengths, and they seem to crash randomly and stuff. So I think I have to wait till something comes out for Grand Prix Legends. I mean, there is a 1937 mod in the works for Grand Prix Legends, but who knows when that's going to come out. Oh, sparks there. Quite red. It was so bumpy. I mean, I wonder if my car was just set up to be a little too soft or something through the exits of the corners that I couldn't get the throttle down. Do it online. I mean, it could be, gosh, I don't know if I want to race these cars all the time online. They're a little difficult. Yeah, is there a good, I actually haven't been to the Glen. I was looking to see if there's something at like Lime Rock or something, which is not too far from where I live. Check out. Really, I've not seen much road racing. Been to the Formula 1 in Montreal, but otherwise, yeah, and the car in front spun out here. Oh yeah, and I took the safe route there. I didn't know if he was going to try to spin it earlier. Thanks, JDN. Come through. I think this is the lap that Just 911 had messed up as well. They're a lot of fun. It's just you're almost fighting yourself so much that it's hard to have a battle with somebody else. I definitely would need a lot more practice so that it was kind of second nature to drive the car. I'm still having a battle with the car so much here. There it was. The spin. I thought I almost caught it there. It wouldn't have been nearly as bad. Oh my god, that was so close. Good on everybody avoiding me there. Hold on, let's check that out from an angle where we're not looking at a blurry man. I really ran out of talent, guys. Do a custom camera, I guess. I ran out of talent. So we'll come back. So I just cooked it a little bit. I thought I was going to be able to keep it, but I was a little over ambitious. And then, in the car out, and all of these guys, congratulations, great job. Yeah, oh, I feel so bad for that. A little selfish of me to just try to get out of the way. That didn't screw in. It seems like everybody got away with it, but that's like, let's watch on board with somebody for a second. The pucker moments. We'll go this camera. God, it just skips around randomly. Car. Wish I could tell who the driver was here, but all right, on board. Yeah, I was doing great until that. Yeah, it was a pretty good race up until that point. You guys see smoke, see me spinning out, being an absolute amateur. Avoid me there. Ugh. Well, fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming out. Really fun racing with the VAC. They put on some awesome races, and pretty professional group overall. I got some apologies to write to a couple of them. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do some more of it. So thanks for checking it out. I got some more videos coming soon and everything. So until then, see y'all next time. Peace out.